I'm showing you how to trade volatility, because a lot of you have been asking how to trade volatility and how to go about it. So the strategy I use is very simple yet very effective, and I usually trade in the 1 hour time frame. I usually trade volatility 75 and 25, although you can use it on other types of volatilities like 10, 100, and 50, and so on. And you can also use other time frames. Now, the most important part of this strategy is that you place support and resistance lines in the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, and the weekly, especially the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Those support and resistance lines are really important. So once you place those, you can now begin with this strategy. But if you don't know how to place support and resistance lines, don't worry about that. I have you covered. Now let's begin. As you can see, there's a blue line coming from the top there, going down, and right there on the X, that is our strong buy region right there. That's our strong buy region. We take that as our first confirmation when entering a trade. Right here, we're looking for a buy. So it's in the strong buy region. That is our first confirmation. Our second confirmation is when these lines, as you can see, cross that blue line right there on the X. That's our second confirmation. Our third confirmation is when the yellow line coming from the bottom crosses the blue and the red line. When the yellow line crosses the red and the blue line right there on the X, that's our third confirmation. Then we can enter our buy. So as we enter our buy from there, our stop loss is going to be on our previous below our previous uh, uh, um, support level. That's where our stop loss is going to be, and all of that is going to be the pips we're going to gain in the market. All of that is going to be the pips we're going to gain in the market, and we're going to exit right there on the top where there's a resistance. But for those of you who don't know how to draw the resistance and support levels, don't worry. Just know that when this bull line touches the 50 right there, or the take profit 1, then we exit our trade, because we entered from here and we're going to exit from there. Now let me show you how to enter your sales. This was a buy, of course. Now let me show you how to enter your sales. On our sales, we're basically going to be doing the opposite of what we're doing on our buys. This happens multiple times in a day, so there's no need to rush or take unnecessary or illogical risks. Now, as you can see, the same thing happens, but in the opposite. This blue line reaches the overbought region, or the strong sell region right there. Once the blue line touches there, that's your first confirmation. Your second confirmation is when these lines cross the blue line right there on the X. So once they cross there, that's your second confirmation. Your third confirmation, with the yellow line coming from the top crosses the red and the blue line right there on the X. That's your third confirmation. So you take your sell from there. Once you take your sell from there, all of that is going to be your profit until you hit a resistance, of course, which you have already drawn, or until this line, the blue line, touches the TP, the take profit 1 again. The take profit 1 again on this line, as you can see on this line right there. Then you're good to go. Now I want to show you other examples of your buy, on where to buy and where to sell. Another good example is right here. As you can see, what I'm doing is back testing the strategy. Most strategies you can back test them and see from previous entries and exits if it's effective. As you can see, this one is very effective, because every time this happens, it's a strong signal. The blue line went into the strong buy region, and the yellow line crossed the red and the blue line, and like always, this resulted in the market fluctuating upwards. And what we did, we took our buy from there and our exit from somewhere there, according to the support and resistance lines that we have drawn. And before the market even reversed, we exited, and this was a lot of profit. And our exit was right there, right there, right there. That is where our exit was, for those who can't draw. Then for those who have drawn support and resistance, is right there on the top. Now every strategy has a win rate. Now this strategy is 90% effective, guys. 90%. All you have to do is be patient and use proper risk management. There's no sense in you risking 50% of your account in the final trade, or in the first trades you risk 5 to 10% of your account. You're making $35. Then on your final trade you risk maybe $90. It doesn't make sense. Risk the same amount throughout your trades, use proper risk management, and you're going to win. For example, if you have 7 wins and you have 3 losses, it then makes sense for those 3 losses to be bigger than your 7 wins combined. No. Now let's go to volatility 25. You see that the same thing is happening also here. As you can see here, the blue line reaches the overbought region, or the strong buy, or oversold region, or the strong buy region right there. This blue line crosses the other lines there, and the yellow line crosses the red and blue line. So we take our buy from there, and our exit is on the next resistance level, or at our take profit one there on the 50. As you can see, I've indicated take profit one there and 50 there. That's where we exit from, or that line there at the top. Now let's look for a sell. This was a buy. Let's look for a sell. Now a sell is simply the opposite of what we're doing, guys. This blue line there touches the oversold region. Right there, the oversold region. These lines cross the blue line right there on the X. Second confirmation. The yellow line crosses with the blue and red line right there. So would have entered the market from there and exited at the bottom there. Our stop loss would have been somewhere above there, according to our support or resistance levels. Then our take profit would be there. All of that from there to there is our profit. All of that from there to there is our profit. We exit the market at there at take profit 1 or 50, as you can see. So if you want access to these indicators, don't worry, guys, or the setups I mean, don't worry, guys, you can just hit me up and I'm more than happy to give them to you.